This is going to be, I think I'm going to do a couple of parts to this series. So this first part is going to be what I call working in the yard. Literally working in the yard. This is off the dome. Like, I didn't plan, there's no script for any of this. This is off the dome. And you might get the glare in the sun, I'm sorry, because this is off the dome. So the idea that I have in mind, if you're still here watching, is I'll be working in the yard, right? Working in the yard, and someone from over here is gonna pop up, unannounced. They don't have their gun out yet, et cetera, et cetera. But there's an issue with someone here that's not supposed to be here. If you own your property, there shouldn't be anybody just walking into your backyard unannounced. Actually, I'll say that people shouldn't show up at your house unannounced at all. I mean, but that's just me. I don't really have unannounced guests show up at my house. Not paranoid. You just can't get caught slacking, But anyway, so you're at the house, you're working, and someone is coming up from here. You're gonna have someone come here. It's easier for me right now. I'm gonna go from the left to right. So someone's coming up. You see him. You need to drop, get out, aim at him. Hey, what you doing? Right? Notice how I'm still working. Notice how my hand is not in front of my firearm, and notice how my finger is not on the trigger unless I'm ready to fire. That's what I want to work on today. Is that in the next episode I'll bring out the timer. I just kind of want to get the idea down, so I can then plan out a set of trainings for. I guess you at home they want to try this along with me. So we're gonna be working, right? Gonna see some capping. Get it out. You don't have to fire, but if someone has something on you, or if they're about to run you down, you don't have very long to respond. You don't have 5-6 seconds if they're already there. You got probably a second and a half to respond. Otherwise, you getting shot or you about to get robbed. And this is the realistic thing about this is if someone jumps out of a car or jumps out of the side of the house. Let me just go over here, just to kind of set the point, right? And I got my gun low, so I'm gonna go. I'm already here. I knock this off. If you don't see me right away, and I'm already out, right? I got this out. You're cooked. You're cooked, and there's nothing you can do at that point. So if you're not situationally aware, or if you live in a neighborhood to where like things like this happen a lot, you're probably going to want to move. They're training half as much as you are, and they're going to run you down and rob you. They may have AR-15s, the Dracos that you see. You're done. Because is this, or you might as well just give up your money, give up your phone, everything they want, and they probably still shoot you anyway. So, or if you're not situationally aware, especially if you have your back turned to whatever's going on. If you have your back turned to it, there's pretty much nothing you could do to kind of, if they already have their guns drawn, you're not going to be able to outdraw a person who has their gun drawn on you already, unless they're incompetent. So, and you hope they are. I would hope that anyone who is going to come after me is an incompetent shooter. That gives me more time to respond. So, for the sake of this video, we're going to assume two things. We're going to assume that I'm working, which I'm not. We're going to assume that I'm working. We're going to assume that you hear your gate. So wherever you are, you hear your gate open, and you know that no one is coming to visit you. So you know something's up, right? So you're working, and then you, out of the corner of your eye, your peripheral, because you're aware at this point, you see a shadow, drop that shit, reset. Get that gun aimed up, don't shrug your shoulders, bring it up tall, and point that joker at him. If you have to, let him have it. So let's do a real live one. Here we go. We're working. I hear the door. The heck? See a shadow? Look at that. I'm shrugging a little bit. I don't like that, but at least I got the gun up in the air. I got a little bit of a bend. I don't like the shoulder movement, so I'm gonna try again. I wanna bring that gun up with no shoulder shrug, no turtlenecking. I'm actually am working on the grass. It's dead, but here we go. Door open. See a shadow. That's sloppy, 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 sloppy. Again, work on this grass. Door open. See a shadow. Oh yeah. Shrug again. Got to think about that. Got to think about that. It's okay. So what am I doing wrong in this scenario? I feel like I have the door and the shadow correct. I think I'm getting drawn up so much in trying to drop the pull, and I'm shrugging to try to get it up where I can see my light, my green dot. So I need to just bring that up and square my feet, bring up my shot, shoulder high, and I guess head high, and bang. Like this is, I mean, that feels so natural. I just gotta work it. You need to see it in too. Okay. You kind of get where I'm going with this, you know. Yeah. You rocking with it or not, right? You rocking with it? Okay, so here we go. Back to work. Door open. The heck? I see a shadow. Oh yeah, that's what we want right there. That's what we want. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's see if we can, repeat it. Door open. I'm working. Doors open. Look at all this work I got. Look at this thatch right here. I got all that thatch. See a shadow. Check my feet. My feet are pointed towards my target. They're a little bit this way, but that's fine because I can, I'm mobile here and here. I wasn't turtlenecking. I was up. All right, let's do it again. Let's do a little more work, get some of this thatch out of here. Okay. Doors opening. The heck? I'm not expecting anyone. I see a shadow. Okay. I would say that's pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. This part 1. I'm going to build on this in the next episode for part 2. It'll be more thought out on some kind of scenario. I might bring someone else in too. We'll see. You've seen in episodes where I get out here and I just shoot under time, and that's great for competition shooting and stuff like that, and for making sure I can get my gun drawn and get out kind of thing. But my question to myself is, how useful is that going to be out here in the wild, right? How useful is it going to be out here when the person that I'm trying to protect myself from, they're just shooting bullets at random, or they're just going to run up on you at a stoplight or run up on you at a gas station kind of things. And what are you going to do? My question is, I guess the more hit the point home a little more is, are you training like a criminal would? I can't think of how I would respond if I'm out in the real world buying groceries, pumping gas, working in my yard, working on the Focus. Because what we've seen in the world today is, given the opportunity, people will rob you. You're working, see something, and look at that, dead. This is why we do it. You're working, you can't stand still. That's one thing that I've noticed with this. Like, I'm having to move at the same time, and get set, because no one's just gonna sit here and let you draw and point if they have any smarts to them. If they're dumb as a doorknob, then great, you can paste whoever it is to a wall. But people aren't standing in the middle of a section and letting you shoot at them. They're moving, they're ducking behind cover, and that's what we're going to do in these next episodes. I'm going to buy some barrels and stuff like that, and we're going to start practicing reality. I don't see that a lot on YouTube, and I know I'm talking a lot, but this is important. This is important to me, is that I don't see enough reality training. And a lot of people that I know train like they're in the military, and there is a space for that. But a lot of us are not military, but you still should do some military training because you might need it in the future. But majority of us will be facing domestic violence. And how do you respond to domestic violence when seconds matter? It's called training. Thinking of the ideas of where you can be attacked at and how to respond to those is going to help save your life, right? And it kind of just it's kind of common sense to me. So hopefully it's going to work out for you. So catch you next one. Peace.